With 3 Grand Prix weekends to go, the F1 season end is fast approaching. Lando Norris seems to have all the momentum, with Max Verstappen now out of contention and Oscar Piastri quite far behind as well. The Aussie was ahead for most of the season, but despite starting the second half of the season strongly, his form has fallen off a cliff recently. What has happened to Piastri, and can he snap out of it in time to win the title? We're diving in today's GPFans Special. Piastri was strong coming out of the summer break, winning the Dutch Grand Prix comfortably. Norris's mechanical DNF meant he took a big lead in the standings, but despite this, he had to make way for the Brit in the following race at Monza after a slow pit stop. Since the summer break, Piastri scored 82 points, while Norris has taken 115 and Max Verstappen 154. Norris retook the championship lead recently and is now ahead by 24 points to Piastri and 49 to Verstappen. With Piastri, we must not forget he is only in his third F1 season. He is the first to admit things aren't going as well as they were a few months ago, and he elaborated on the Beyond the Grid podcast. He revealed that Monza did have an influence on his nightmare Baku weekend. Quote, ultimately a combination of quite a few things. Obviously, the race before that was Monza, which I didn't feel was a particularly great weekend for my own performance, and there was obviously what happened with the pit stops. But then also Baku itself. Friday was tough. Things weren't working, I was overdriving. I wasn't very happy with how I was driving and ultimately probably trying to make up for that a little bit on Saturday, end quote. But as always, he took things in stride, even when he was making mistakes left and right. Quote, I felt like on Saturday my pace was good, but I was just trying a little too hard. That was the worst weekend I've ever had in racing, but probably the most useful in some ways, end quote. Besides this, there are still quite a lot of conspiracy theories about Piastri's car. Some believe Norris gets new parts first or preferential treatment, but Alan Jones, an Aussie F1 champion, has rubbished this completely. Quote, I think it's the greatest load of nonsense of all time. Every single season we come across this bullshit. Every time. It's either Mark Webber against Sebastian Vettel or it's somebody else. It's always at them, oh, he's got a better car than me, or he's getting preferential treatment. It's absolute crap. So the cars are seemingly equal, but there is one more thing McLaren are looking into that could impact the championship. Max Verstappen took a new power unit in Brazil, and while this doesn't mean loads more power than a used one, it does create an advantage. After the race, Andrea Stella asked whether power unit swap for performance reasons rather than pure reliability falls under the cost cap or not. This isn't clear at the moment, and the Race.com reports Stella didn't ask this without a reason. Both Piastri and Norris are already on their yearly limit of engine components, and it could well happen that they take Verstappen's approach with at least one of the cars of taking a new power unit. It would lead to a grid penalty, of course, and you'd be relying on the driver making his way back up the order during the race, and how much he does will impact the championship quite a lot. So maybe McLaren will swap out both drivers' power units and retain their approach of equal treatment to both drivers. On the technical side, McLaren seem to be more than alright, despite the question whether we'll see new power units or not. Piastri, usually cool as a cucumber, is still firing on all cylinders as well on the mental side, at least according to his manager Mark Webber. Quote, we'll get him turned around. I don't think he's low on motivation, put it that way. He's had a tough run, but this is about character, about fighting those deep motivations that you need at this point to come back. This is his third year in F1, so he needs to find that character to come back. Piastri can still become champion then, but he'll have to turn things around rather quickly. He depends on Norris dropping points as well, but do you think Piastri still has a chance, or are things decided by now? Let us know in the comments, but that's been it for today's special. Thank you as always for watching it, and hopefully see you in the next one. Peace.